Speaker.
Honorable members, prayers. Almighty God, we humbly beseech thee to look with favor upon this Youth Impact Parliament. Grant that it may perform its high duty as in thy sight. Give divine guidance to the executive director of the movement. Endow members of Parliament with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of this Youth Parliament, the interests and wishes of the members may be well and truly served, and thy good purposes for the common human life be realized in our midst. O God, grant us a vision for our Youth Parliament, fair as it might be, a fraternity of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a fraternity of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a fraternity of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service, and honor shall be given to the deserving, a fraternity of peace, where the Youth Parliament shall rest on the will of its members and the love for the common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming beauty of the Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana. Amen. Honorable members, you may now resume your seats. Honorable members, invited guests, guests of honor, ladies and gentlemen, I humbly welcome you all to today's ceremony. Honorable members appointed, pursuant to Standing Order 24, Clause 2, I, Mary Tetega, clerk to the 4th Parliament of YIP Ghana, acting as chairperson of the first sitting of the 4th Parliament, do invite you to this August sitting, today, Saturday, 10th August 2024, in the afternoon, for the purpose of electing a speaker and administering the oath of office, in accordance with Order 24 of the Standing Orders of the House. We will proceed with the election of the Speaker of Parliament. I now respectfully call on the Majority Leader to nominate and read the profile of the Speaker nominee.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. Nomination of Adam Usman as Speaker of the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament by the Majority Leader of the 4th Parliament. Madam Chairperson, I thank you for the opportunity to nominate the Speaker of Parliament. In accordance with Article 56 of the Youth Impact Movement Constitution, and in particular Order 24, of our standing orders, I beg to move that Honorable Adam Usman takes the chair of this House as Speaker of the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament. Madam Chairperson, Adam Usman is a Ghanaian native born on April 14, 1998 in Sogakope. He is proficient in English, Hausa, and Twi. Adam's educational journey began at YIP Basic School in Ashaima, where he completed his basic education certificate examination in 2014. He furthered his education at Chemu Senior High School in Tema, where he successfully passed his West African Senior Secondary Certificate examination from 2016 to 2019. This academic foundation paved the way for his pursuit for higher education at Ho Technical University, where he earned an HND in computer science from 2019 to 2022. Currently, Adam is pursuing a BTech in computer science at the same institution, expected to be completed by 2024. Adam's professional journey showcases his diverse experiences and skills, from his role as a technician at Solar Engineering Services, where he attended to customers' needs and repaired printers, to his industrial attachments at the Electricity Company of Ghana Training School, where he taught trainees and assisted in computer repairs. Adam has demonstrated versatility and proficiency in IT-related tasks. Madam Chairperson, from 2016 to 2017, he served as class secretary for Science 1B at Chemu Senior High School, and in Science 2B from 2017 to 2018, further honing his ability to coordinate and manage group activities effectively. Upon entering Ho Technical University, Adam's leadership trajectory soared. He took on key roles such as President of the Ghana Muslim Association, HTU chapter from 2021 to 2022. Simultaneously, Adam served as the Electoral Commission Secretary for the Faculty of Applied Sciences and Technology, and as the Secretary for the Computer Science Students Association during the same period, showcasing his multitasking capabilities and attention to details. Adam's influence extended to parliamentary affairs, where he served as a member of Parliament in multiple sessions, including the 3rd Parliament in 2021-2022 and the 4th Parliament in 2022-2023 of HTU SRC. In the 4th Parliament of HTU SRC, he became the minority leader after losing his bid for 2nd Deputy Speaker. In 2022, he became the Youth MP for Ashaiman and then the chairperson of the Sports and Games Committee of the 2nd Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana, of Youth Impact Movement. Madam Chairperson, in the 3rd Parliament, Adam continued to serve as the Youth MP for Ashaiman, and he became the chairperson of the Committee on Foreign Affairs in Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana, of Youth Impact Movement. He also served as the advisor to the Ghana Muslim Student Association at Ho Technical University. These leadership roles underscore Adam's dedication to fostering a conducive environment for academic and educational and social spheres. On several occasions, he had the opportunity to act as the 2nd Deputy Speaker during proceedings of the 3rd Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana. In addition to his professional and academic endeavors, Adam is actively involved in social affiliations such as the Youth Impact Movement, the All-in-One Federation Youth Club, the Chemu Old Students, Senior Students Association, and the Shishi Family, a non-profit organization supporting youth empowerment in Ashaiman. These affiliations highlight his dedication to community development and youth engagement. Adam's commitment to learning is evident through his professional training certificates, including Google IT support from Cultural and Diploma in Network Engineering and Administration from GCOM IT Academy. His competencies include excellent communication and human relations, the ability to work with minimal supervision, a strong teamwork skills, dedication to organizational goals, and a robust desire to learn and grow. Madam Chairperson, having satisfied the qualifications in accordance with our Standing Order 24, I beg to move that Honorable Adam Usman takes the chair of this House as the Speaker of the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana of Youth Impact Movement. I beg to move.
Any seconder to the nomination? Honorable Minority Leader.
Madam Chairperson, I beg to second the motion that Honorable Adam takes the chair as the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana of Youth Impact Movement, in accordance with Order of the Standing Orders. Madam Chairperson, having had the privilege to work closely with the nominee over a significant period when he was in the minority caucus, I can attest to the facts that his exemplary leadership qualities, dedication, and commitment to fostering positive change. The Speaker nominee is stepping into the big shoe worn by the immediate and pioneering Speaker of this August House in the person of Right Honorable Jones Amagashi Viglo as his successor. This makes Honorable Adam the second person to fill this Right Honorable position. I believe he has learned a lot from the immediate past Speaker so as to meet the standard left in that office. Madam Chairperson, Honorable Adam, having served in the 3rd Parliament of the HTU SRC and the 3rd Parliament of YIP Ghana, I am in no doubt that he will be able to meet the standard of his Right Honorable office and even steer the course of the 4th Parliament towards the unprecedented heights. Madam Chairperson, I firmly believe that Adam's profound dedication to the principle of democracy, inclusivity, and empowerment will serve as the guiding light for this 4th Parliament. His commitment to excellence ensures that this Parliament will be characterized by meaningful deliberations, transformative initiatives, and impactful outcomes. As we embark on this journey together, I pledge to support to Mr. Speaker in hoisting the flag of this House to a very high esteem. Together, we will diligently fulfill our responsibilities, engage with the youth, and contribute to the development and progress of our beloved nation. Madam Chairperson, in light of the affirmation, it is with utmost humility and conviction that I wholeheartedly second the motion for Honorable Adamu Usman to assume the position of the Speaker for the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minority Leader. Honorable members, in the absence of any further nominations, nomination is now closed. I now respectfully declare Right Honorable Adam Usman as Speaker-elect of the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament of Youth Impact Movement. Can I hear? May the sponsors of the Speaker-elect conduct him to the Speaker's dais. I respectfully invite Reverend Dr. Frank Agbo to swear in the Speaker-elect.
Two. All right, so, Honorable Speaker-elect, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You swear the oath of a Speaker-elect to become the substantive Speaker. You say these words after me. I,
Adam Usman,
having been elected the Speaker of the 4th Parliament
having been elected Speaker of this Parliament,
of Youth Impact Parliament,
of Youth Impact Parliament,
do in the name of Almighty God swear
do in the name of Almighty Allah swear
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the Youth Impact Parliament
and allegiance to the Youth Impact
as by
Parliament,
law established,
as by law established,
that I will uphold the integrity
that I would uphold the integrity
of the Parliament
of the Parliament
and Youth Impact Movement,
and the Youth Impact Movement,
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
and consciously discharge my duties
and consciously discharge my duties
as Speaker of Parliament
as Speaker of Parliament
and uphold,
and uphold,
preserve,
protect,
and defend the standing orders of Parliament
and defend the standing orders of Parliament
and Constitution of the movement.
and Constitution of the movement.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the House, I hereby congratulate you as you take the chair as the substantive Speaker of the 4th Parliament. Thank you.
Distinguished special guest of honor, invited guests, sister parliaments, members of parliament, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you today deeply honored and humbled by the trust and confidence placed in me as the Speaker of the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana, of Youth Impact Movement. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Majority Leader and the Minority Leader for the gracious nomination and secondment, and to all members of Parliament for endorsing my nomination. I am grateful to you for choosing me as your Speaker. As I assume this high office, I am mindful of the responsibility it carries and the legacy of the distinguished individual who have preceded me. I'm the second person to occupy this office after the pioneering Speaker, the Right Honorable Jones Amegashiviglo, who served from the pilot Parliament to the 3rd Parliament, that is from 2021 to 2024, making a total of 3 years, 3 months. I am excited to be his successor. May I congratulate him for raising the flags of this House high as the foundation Speaker and becoming the icon of this House. As he assumed his new role as a member of this House, I wish to declare him as the father of the House, just as in the tradition of the UK House of Commons. The title is given to the most experienced and longest-serving member of the UK House of Commons. As you know, he shaped the trajectory of this Parliament, and I pledge to build upon this foundation with dedication, integrity, and a steadfast commitment to the ideals of democracy and inclusiveness. Honorable members, our collective journey of this 4th Parliament holds immense promise and opportunity. It is a testament to our shared vision of youth empowerment, parliamentary excellence, and nation building. I firmly believe that our diversity of perspectives, ideas, and experience will be our great strength as we navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. I am committed to fostering an environment of respectful dialogue, constructive debate, and meaningful collaboration. Together, we will work tirelessly to address the pressing issues facing our youth and society, champion legislative reforms that promote progress and equality, and uphold the principles of transparency, accountability, and good governance. Honorable members, as the custodian of the standing orders, it is my solemn duty to uphold the principles and tradition of this House. I will ensure that each member is afforded the right to express their opinions within the bounds necessary to maintain the decorum of this institution. I will champion the rights and privileges of honorable members and the House as a whole. Rest assured, I will preside in a manner that facilitates the smooth conduct of our business, and I will carry out my responsibilities as a Speaker of this House with utmost dedication. I extend my hand in partnership to each and every one of you, irrespective of your political affiliation or background, as we embark on this noble endeavor together. Let us harness the power of unity, purpose, and collective action to fulfill the aspirations of our constituents, elevate the voices of the marginalized, and leave a lasting legacy of positive change and impact. In conclusion, I thank you once again for entrusting me with this profound responsibility. I am eager and ready to serve with dedication, humility, and a deep sense of purpose. Together, let's write the next chapter of excellence, progress, and transformation for the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament. Thank you. Honorable members, please let's move to the item 3 on our order paper, which is swearing in of members of Parliament appointed. On this note, I want everyone to be upstanding as we take our oath of Parliament. So repeat after me. You raise your right hand up and you repeat after me. I, having been appointed Youth Member of Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, do in the name of the Almighty God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Youth Parliament as by law established, that I will uphold the integrity of this Parliament and Youth Impact Movement, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as a Member of Parliament, that I will uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the standing orders of the Parliament and Constitution of the movement. That should I, at any time, break this oath of office, I shall submit myself to the laws of the Youth Parliament and suffer the penalty for it. So help me God. By the power vested in me as the Speaker of Parliament and in accordance with Order 32 of our standing orders, I respectfully declare you duly sworn in as member of the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana, of Youth Impact Movement. You may resume your seat. Congratulations, substantive youth MPs of the 4th Parliament. You are reminded to sign the oath book on the table of the Assistant Clerk and take your appointment letters and other documents. Thank you. We move to the next item on our order paper, which is election of the 1st and 2nd Deputy Speakers of Parliament. Nomination is now open for the 1st Deputy Speaker.
Nomination of Agbaxode as the first Deputy Speaker of the 4th Parliament of the Youth Impact Parliament, the Deputy Majority Leader of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, I thank you very much for this opportunity. In accordance with Order 25 of our standing orders, I beg to move the Honorable Agbaxode, Youth MP for Sege, takes the chair of this House as the first Deputy Speaker of the 4th Parliament, YIP. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Agbaxode is a young and ambitious gentleman. Was born in 22nd of June 1998 in the Volta region, specifically in Anglogan. As the second born of his family, he has always shown determination and diligence in his pursuit. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Agbaxode completed his elementary education at Best Brain School in Anglogan in 2016, where he excelled as a compound overseer during his 3rd year. Despite his passion for automobile engineering, he enrolled in Adantech to study the same discipline based on his parents' decision. Throughout his time at Adantech, Agbaxode displayed a strong commitment in academics. He successfully completed his higher education in 2019, achieving impressive results. Subsequently, Enoch pursued higher education at the Hubert University, where he enrolled for HND in Agriculture and Environmental Engineering in 2021. In 2024, he graduated with first class and therefore continued his education in HTU, enrolling on a top-up program. Mr. Speaker, Agbaxode's academic achievements are noteworthy, as he won an inter-school quiz competition during his school's homecoming ceremony at Ada Tech in 2018. Additionally, he was recognized as the best student in his course during the same year. His dedication to excellence and hard work and consistently yielded positive results throughout his academic journey. During his time at HTU, Enoch demonstrated exceptional leadership skills and commitment to service. He assumed the role of the president of the Agriculture Engineering Student Association, where he played a pivotal role in reviving the association and securing necessary resources for its growth. His dedication to welfare of his fellow students earned him admiration and respect. Mr. Speaker, additionally, Mr. Agbaxode made valuable contribution as MP in the Youth Impact Parliament, worthy of his note position as the ranking member of the Welfare Committee, and also acting in the role of the second Deputy Speaker during the YIP's 2nd Parliament. With his track record and hard work and dedication, Mr. Enoch looked forward to a promising future ahead. He served as the second Deputy Speaker of the 3rd Parliament and the chairperson for the Privilege Committee. Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that Mr. Agbaxode, in accordance with the Standing Order 25, takes the chair of this House as the Honorable First Deputy Speaker of the 4th Parliament of the Youth Impact Parliament Ghana of Youth Impact Movement. I beg to move. Thank you.
Honorable members, any seconder to the nomination?
Okay, Mr. Speaker, I beg to second the motion that Honorable Agbaxode do take the chair as the first Deputy Speaker of the House of the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament of Youth Impact Movement Ghana. Mr. Speaker, his qualifications are undeniable, having previously served as the Kharistar President in Ho Technical University, having the opportunity to lead an association is tiring and excessive, but nurturing indeed. Mr. Speaker, in addition, it is important to highlight that Honorable Agbaxode has consistently demonstrated his commitment to this House, having served in 2 former parliaments. He is always present at sittings of the House and has been one of the highly committed members of this House. Mr. Speaker, Enoch's academic
Enoch academic excellence, leadership roles, and contribution to parliamentary affairs makes him well suited for this position. His track record of hard work and dedication, including serving as the second Deputy Speaker of the Third Parliament and Chairperson of the Privilege Committee, demonstrated his readiness for this responsibility. I am confident in his ability to serve effectively and support the House's objectives. Mr. Speaker, it is with great humility that I second this motion that Honorable Enoch Kwame Sodoji takes the chair as the first Deputy Speaker of the Fourth Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana of Youth Impact Movement. Hence, I second. Thank you.
Honorable members, any other nomination for the first Deputy Speaker? Honorable members, in the absence of any further nomination, nomination is now closed. I now respectfully declare Honorable Enoch Kwame Sodoji as the first Deputy Speaker-elect of the Fourth Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament of Youth Impact Movement. Honorable members, nomination is now open for the second Deputy Speaker. Honorable members, nomination is now open for the second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Nomination of Madeleine Eduako as the second Deputy Speaker of the Fourth Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, my minority chief whip. Mr. Speaker, I thank you very much for the opportunity. In accordance with Order 25 of our standing orders, I beg to move that Honorable Magdalene, Youth MP for Asante Mampong, takes the chair office of this House as second Deputy Speaker of the Fourth Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament. Mr. Speaker, Ms. Madeleine Eduako, a Ghanaian Christian, was born on April 16, 1999. She is fluent in English, Sign Language, and Twi, and currently pursues her engineering studies while being unattached. Having completed her basic education certificate examination at St. Andrews UEW Practice School in 2015 and her WASI at Amani Mampong Senior High School in 2018. Madeleine gained practical experience as a machine operator at Ospharic Company Limited from 2019 to 2020. Mr. Speaker, Madeleine's diverse leadership experience include her role as the Faculty of Engineering Coordinator and TUSAC President at HTU. These roles have honored her ability to work under pressure, demonstrate initiative and creativity, communicate effectively, maintain strong interpersonal relationships, exhibit excellent personal attributes, and uphold confidentiality. In addition to her academic and professional pursuits, Madeleine served as the youth MP for Saboba and held the position of ranking member of the Welfare Committee in the Third Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament. These roles highlight her dedication to youth empowerment and advocacy for community welfare. Outside of her commitment, Madeleine enjoys engaging in debates and reading. Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that Honorable Magdalene Eduako, in accordance with Standing Order 25, takes the chair of this House as the Honorable Second Deputy Speaker of the Fourth Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament of Ghana of Youth Impact Movement. I beg to move.
Honorable members, Any seconder to the nomination?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I beg to second the motion that Honorable Magdalene Aduako take the chair as the second Deputy Speaker of the House. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Magdalene nominations for this role testament her outstanding leadership qualities and contribution to the youth empowerment and community welfare. Magdalene's diverse experiences and dedications make her an excellent candidate for this esteemed position. As the MP for Asante Mampo and a Ghanaian Christians, Magdalene has demonstrated fluency in English, sign languages, and Twi. Her educational background includes completing her BEc at St. Andrew UEW Practice School in 2015 and her WASI at Amani Mapo Senior High School in 2018. Additionally, she gained practical experience as a machine operator at Ascafree Company Limited from 2019 to 2020. Magdalene's leadership roles as a Faculty of Engineering Coordinator and TUSAC President at HTU showcase her ability to excel under pressure, demonstrate initiative and creativity, communicate effectively, maintain a strong interpersonal relationship, exhibit excellent personal attributes, and uphold confidentiality. Furthermore, her contribution as a youth MP for Saboba and ranking member of the Welfare Committee in the third Parliament of the Youth Impact Parliament reflects her commitment to youth empowerment and advocacy for community welfare. Magdalene's nomination as a second Deputy Speaker of the fourth Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament is well deserved, and her leadership skills and dedication will undoubtedly contribute to the success and effectiveness of the Parliament. Mr. Speaker, I humbly second the motion that Ms. Magdalene Aduako do take the chair as a second Deputy Speaker of the fourth Parliament of the Youth Impact Parliament of YMP. Thank you very much.
Honorable members, any other nominee? Any other nomination for the second Deputy Speaker? Honorable members, in the absence of any further nominations, nomination is now closed. I now respectfully declare Honorable Aduako Magdalene Madlisa as the second Deputy Speaker-elect of the fourth Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament of Youth Impact Movement. I want to hear. May the sponsors of the speakers-elect robe them accordingly. Honorable members, I want to use this opportunity to acknowledge our sponsors. Our sponsors have been a backbone for us over the years. and it's time to acknowledge them. We have Amenuveve Sogbo Limited as one of our sponsors. Wizard TV, Citygate Printing Press, The Cash Multimedia, Edra Fast Food Services, Garment Technology Center, Perfect Print Enterprise, Integrity Star Consult, Grove Hub Studios, and RK Kente Enterprise. On behalf of the House, I hereby congratulate you as the substantive speakers of the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament. Honorable members, I want to use this opportunity to acknowledge Reverend Dr. Frank Agbo, who is the president of Kharistar Academy. Honorable members, let's move to the next item on our order paper. So we take a progress report from the Executive Director of the Youth Impact Movement, in the person of Jones Amegashibiglu.
Honourable members, it is good to now stand here fully in my ordained capacity and no more in a measure. Last year and last 2 years' inauguration, I was roped whilst presenting this report. But today, you can see the suit is in a different color. You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. Honourable members, Mr. Speaker, I've forgotten I'm no more the Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, guests of honor, our invited guests here, patrons, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I present this report highlighting our achievements and milestones of youth impact movement since the last inauguration. Mr. Speaker, we hold accountability as a core value and strive to lead by example. This progress report underscores our dedication to transparency and commitment to keeping our stakeholders informed about our activities. This report is also in the brochure. You can locate it. This report, as I'm reading, will provide an overview of our significant accomplishments, recent developments, growth in our parliament and foundation, our financial standing, and other noteworthy areas. Visitation to Parliament. Mr. Speaker, since our last inauguration, Youth Impact Parliament has achieved remarkable progress. On Wednesday, 29th November 2023, we had the honor of visiting the Speaker of Parliament of the Republic of Ghana, the Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kinsogbagbin, at his premises. Thanks to the facilitation of our patrons, Honorable Kofi Ato and Honorable Peter Nochukotwe, we were privileged to attend an orientation section held at the Speaker's Conference Room within. Following the orientation, we were privileged to observe the passing of the 2024 budget statement from the Speaker's Gallery. During the proceedings, Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kinsogbagbin, the Speaker of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana, duly acknowledged our presence. We also had the opportunity to interact with several members of Parliament, including Honorable Roxanne Dafiamepo, Honorable Benjamin Podo, Honorable Kobi Woyume, and Honorable Angela Alaute. Mr. Speaker, this experience was transformative for our youth parliamentarians. Debate competition victory. Mr. Speaker, on Saturday, the 16th of December 2023, we proudly participated in the mock parliament and debate competition organized by the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana as part of the celebration of the 30 years of uninterrupted parliamentary democracy, Volta Zone Edition. We are thrilled to report that we emerged victorious. Thanks to the exceptional performance of our brilliant debaters. Mr. Speaker, allow me to duly acknowledge them for work done. We have Miss Kendall Elizabeth Mante, who was our principal speaker. The beautiful lady at the majority side, let's see you. And also, majority will not take the praise alone, so her supportive speaker emerged from the minority in the person of Honorable Robert Fiaonu. Mr. Speaker, this victory of ours underscores the impact of our efforts to build capacities of young parliamentarians. As a testament to our achievements, we are awarded the winner's cap. As you can see, the shiny, big cap on the table office, right there. It symbolizes our success. Mr. Speaker, Youth Association of the Year. In 2023, at the Water Youth Award ceremony, we were declared the winners of the Youth Association of the Year category for the year 2023. This recognition stands as a strong testament and endorsement of our efforts and achievements. Yeah. Mr. Speaker, the bicameral youth legislature, YIP Senate. Youth Impact Parliament has set an unprecedented record as the first youth parliament to adopt the two-chamber system called the bicameral legislature. Right, Honorable Speaker, on the 10th March 2024, we established our Senate, which will function as our upper chamber. On that fateful day, this existing parliament was redesignated as our lower chamber. The Senate is composed of 48 senatorial constituencies, with 3 seats allocated from each region. It operates with its own structures and functions, including leaders such as the President of the Senate, the Deputy President of the Senate, the Clerk to the Senate, the Deputy Clerk to the Senate, the Assistant Clerk to the Senate, Marshal and Deputy Marshals to the Senate. Each caucus within the Senate has also been with leaders, and they have the leader, both majority and minority, their deputies, whips and deputy whips, alongside various senatorial committees. Mr. Speaker, in the coming month, September 24, we will hold our first joint sitting, where the sitting will serve as the second sitting of this new Parliament and the second sitting of the Pilot Senate. This initiative, Mr. Speaker, highlights the unique value proposition of Youth Impact Parliament, distinguishing it from other youth parliamentary models such as Youth Model Parliament, Youth Leadership Parliament, United Nations Youth Association Parliament, and IYNUN YGS Parliament. International expansion. Mr. Speaker, in terms of our international reach, Youth Impact Parliament has extended its presence to 3 additional countries beyond Ghana. In November 2022, we inaugurated our Uganda, initially led by Speaker Leonidas Asime, by Speaker Dennis Animukama. Following this, we established our India chapter in November 2023 under the leadership of Speaker. Most recently, in March 2024, we launched India led by Speaker Lucas Ngasipola. Although the impact of these 3 chapters may not be visible, they will develop gradually. We are confident that they will soon become an integral part of our mission, and we aim to support them financially in the future. Humanitarian engagements. Mr. Speaker, Youth Impact Foundation has steadily been gaining recognition through various humanitarian collaborations, partnership with emerging organizations and philanthropies, including the Osborne Cares Foundation, Vera and Friends, Seth and Friends, Cyril and Friends, Julius and Friends, etc., has significantly enhanced our impact in humanitarian activities. As we welcome the 3rd Executive Committee of the Foundation, led by Ms. Harriet Sinanu Abude as the Chief Officer, we anticipate an even more promising future for the Foundation. YIP Campus Initiative. Mr. Speaker, in our efforts to extend our impact to junior high schools and senior high schools, we have introduced the YIP Campus Club Initiative during the 3rd anniversary special sitting. This initiative establishes youth impact parliaments, student parliaments in JHS and SHS institutions. We aim to provide students with deeper understanding of parliamentary processes to help them better appreciate the role of their legislators. Conference of YIP speakers and presiding officers. Mr. Speaker, in response to our expanding scope, we are pleased to formally announce the establishment of the Conference of YIP speakers and presiding officers. CYSPO. This dedicated group will focus on training and developing of speakers of parliament and presidents of the Senate within the YIP community. It will be led by a chairman and supported by 2 chairmen. The members of the conference, their pictures are right after my speech, and we are 5 in number, the speakers of each of the chamber and the 2 presiding officers of YIP Ghana. Mr. Speaker, financial support. Regarding our financial support, we received 2,000 cedis from Honorable Peter Nochukote last year's inauguration, and Honorable Kofi Ato sponsored our refreshment when we went to Parliament House in Accra last year. So as Honorable Benjamin Tudo giving us 1,000 cedis to assist us with transportation. Additionally, we won a cash of 2,500 at the debate competition organized by Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, Honorable Divine Bosom generously provides us with the Municipal Assembly Hall for our monthly sittings. Furthermore, our inaugural levy of 50 cedis being collected so far has also, although only 54% of members have paid as of the dissolution of the third parliament. All other expenses have been covered by the founders. We have several projects underway, and I would like to present the project status of the entire initiative to you. Mr. Speaker, we actually have a tripod stand, a backdrop. We have just gotten a new backdrop, looking sprinkling beautiful. Can't you see? And this was done by the cash at a subsidized price as part of the sponsorship. So it's a new backdrop we have acquired with the old one. We realized that members need the backdrop to take pictures. So when we fix this one, another one will be outside so that you can take picture with YIP showing over there. Mr. Speaker, we have a mace as well, and a gavel, and then the ropes. For the records, I want the media men to capture this for us, because this is one of our achievements since the time we started. Our guests of honor, ladies and gentlemen, no youth parliament in Ghana has its ropes set like Youth Impact Parliament. Right, Honorable Speaker, please permit me to allow anyone wearing our robe to stand up for us to appreciate our projects and the beauty of our robes so far. Please, can we admire the beauty of the robes you are wearing? Please stand up if you are wearing the robes. Yes, and we are proud of this. During the last 3 years of my tenure, we ensured that this youth parliament has rope, and we are leading in that cause. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, we also have a robe for our marshal, and that is the one that he wears in bringing the mace. We also have sashes to distinguish our caucuses, the leadership. So majority wears green, which means they have the way. Minority wears blue, which means they have a say. That is the definition of the colors assigned. And our marshals as well, they have a sash that they wear to distinguish them. It's a golden sash. As of now, we are yet to get the robes for our assistant clerks. We only have one for the 3 of them. So the other 2 that are patching, they use a black sash with a golden, is it lining or line in it? So that's it at the back. Mr. Speaker, as of the time that we presented the projects, we were doing the logos on our robes. Now we have our logos on our robe. So no one can claim that that robe is a borrowed robe anymore. Now it is fully institutionalized. That is the meaning. Our future projects. Mr. Speaker, we have acquired materials for the robes of our new chamber, the Senate, and we are yet to seal them. 7 robes for our marshal, president of the Senate, deputy president, and all other officers in the Senate. We also want to acquire a mini speaker for our sittings so that we'll stop borrowing speakers. So that is one of our projects as well. We also want to acquire a robe, a mace, and a gavel for our Senate so that the Senate as well will stop perching on the house. Although they are new, but they should have all their staffs. Mr. Speaker, we also want to acquire very good camera to be streaming our sittings and be taking pictures, and also a good phone to manage our social media handles. Mr. Speaker, our biggest project that we know we can't start now, but if you don't dream big, maybe you are just joking. These dreams scare us, but we still aspire. It is a future project. We aspire to acquire land in the future and build the YIP chamber with an office complex, which will serve as our headquarters. And whenever, whether 5 or 10 years, or when God is good to us and we have it, members wouldn't have to be coming here again. Our own chamber. You come, we serve you tea before you start. After that, you take some fufu during the proceedings. And then when you are tired, there's a restroom. And then you lie your head small. Not this one that we are always perching on others. So we hope for that. But that is a future project. Mr. Speaker, in concluding, I want to state that the future holds great promise for us. And just as I stated, in just 3 years, Youth Impact Parliament has done so much and has gotten so far. In case you don't know, Youth Impact Parliament is recognized by National Youth Authority. Youth Impact Parliament is recognized by the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Youth Impact Parliament is known within the youth space. Most of you have heard of Youth Impact Parliament due to what we are doing. And it is because of where we have come from. May I share with you when we started this entire initiative? People keep on asking. Honorable Manon, the first sitting that we held, 8th May 2021, we were 15. At the end of the sitting, it was last man standing at the majority caucus. One-man majority. 8th May, in this particular hall, the advice I have for my colleagues here in ending is that you don't need to start big. You start small with people who are committed. I've always stated that I'm not after the numbers. That is why we record our proceedings for people to watch in the future. If you want to start something, start small. If it is a foundation, start small. Little drops of water becomes a mighty ocean. And I believe Reverend Dr. Agbo as well would share in this. He is equally the founder and president of Kharistar International Academy. I'm not sure he started big. If he comes to speak, I'm sure he'll share it with us how he started Kharistar Academy. And we all need to learn that everything starts small. So that's the only advice I have for you. YIP remains committed in its mission. And on this note, I want to thank all of you for the journey so far. And Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity to share this progress report. We remain accountable to you and transparent to you as a very honest leader. And I want to call on you that anytime you have an idea to share, please share with me. YIP is for all of us. I'm always online. Anytime you call me, you get me. Mr. Speaker, guest of honor, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm grateful.
Honorable members, I want to thank our Executive Director of Youth Impact Movement for the report. I want to call on the Deputy Executive Director for Parliamentary Affairs, Amano David Na, to present the Speaker's Award to the third parliamentarians. Let me hear, yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and our guest house for this opportunity. The Speaker's Awards had been initiated in the second Parliament to award MPs who are hardworking in various categories. So to the new MPs that have joined, it will be your opportunity, God willing, next year by this time, to equally have an opportunity to be awarded for your active role you have been playing in the development of the Parliament. So the Speaker's Award holds a special place in honoring and acknowledging the dedication of members of the third parliament. These exceptional individuals, they have surpassed their expectation and demonstrated that the commitment that they have for parliament is unwavering. So this award duration is from the 12th of August 2023 to today, 10th August 2024. And it is in recognition of their remarkable contributions, and I must say that we are proud of that. So this certificate are certificate of merit that is being awarded to members. So without much ado and wasting time, I'll invite Doc to help me in presenting the awards. Thank you very much. So if I mention your name, I'll mention your name and then the category for which you are being awarded the certificate. We have Honorable Adamu Usman. Hey, sorry. Right Honorable Adamu Usman, Youth MP for Ashaman constituency, currently being awarded as the most active acting deputy speaker. We also have Honorable Bright Salem Vixen, who is being awarded as the most consistent chief whip. Okay, let's keep. We have Honorable Agbaxode Belief as the most consistent deputy chief whip. Sorry. We have our own Honorable Wanda Dzameshie being awarded as the most available deputy leader. We have Honorable Kwame Enoch Stodoji, most available deputy speaker. We have Honorable M. Goku being awarded as the most available acting whip. Oh, you know that. Okay. We have Honorable Kwame Stodoji being awarded as the most available deputy speaker. Isn't it? Okay. Let's proceed. Elisha Kim being awarded as the most active committee chairperson. We have Honorable Harriet Senanu Agude being awarded as the most consistent acting whip. We have Honorable Cyril Kekeli Amebo being awarded as the most active clerk. We have Honorable Mary Tethega being awarded as the most active deputy clerk. We have Honorable Dion Kukwa Finn being awarded as the most active assistant clerk. We have Honorable Gloria Goslav being awarded as the most active acting assistant clerk.
Yeah.
We have Honorable Wilhelmina Okutu being awarded as the most available acting assistant clerk.
Yay!
This one. Which one?
Everything is concrete.
Thank you very much, Doc, for giving us the honor for presenting the certificate. Honorable Hubert Agbaxode had been voted the most active leader of the House. Honorable members, Mr. Speaker, I thank you very much. And to the new MPs who have joined, I pray that you will equally show commitment so that next year by this time, you will equally be awarded such a certificate. I thank you all very much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Honorable Amano. Let's move to the item 7 on the order paper. On this note, I want to call on the Deputy Clerk, Publicity, to read the profile of our guest of honor.
Reverend Dr. Frank Agbo is the president and founder of Kharistar International Academy and Kharisgate Chapel, located in Ho, Ghana. He holds a PhD in educational leadership from the University of Cumberland, USA, an MBA from the University of Maryland, USA, and an MA from Browe State University, USA. Additionally, he earned a BA from the University of Ghana, Legon, and a DBS in accounting from the then Ho Polytechnic, now Ho Technical University. Reverend Dr. Agbo has extensive professional experience both in Ghana and the USA. He has worked as a clinical psychologist in Washington, D.C., providing psychological services and support. He has also served as a trainer for the Maryland Board of Elections, Electoral Commission, where he was involved in training election officials and overseeing election processes. Furthermore, he has worked as a social worker with the Maryland Department of Human Services, focusing on providing social services and support to individuals and families. In Ghana, he was a lecturer at Ho Nursing Training College, where he taught and mentored nursing students. Reverend Dr. Frank Agbo's diverse experiences across education, psychology, and social work reflect his commitment to service and community development. His leadership roles in various organizations highlight his dedication to making a positive impact both locally and internationally. Thank you.
Honorable members, when I hear titles like this, it gives me motivation. And say one day I'll also be there. On this note, Doctor, please, you have the podium.
Thanks very much, Honorable Speaker. I'm grateful for the opportunity to share a few things with you as a youth. The theme for discussion is leveraging youth engagement for consolidating the principles of parliamentary democracy. I always ask a question: are we going to sustain this democracy? As Ghanaians, are we going to sustain it? Is it sustainable? Someday to come, are we going back to military rule or dictatorship, as is happening in some countries around us? To sustain the parliamentary democracy, it's important we take some steps. We have to defend it. To be sustainable, it must be defended. And we have to be ready to pay the price to keep this fourth parliament. Because this is the fourth time Ghana is trying to sustain their democracy. In the past, there were a lot of coup d'etats. And the last one was Rawlings' regime, until we started in 1992, the new or the fourth parliament or democracy. So yes, getting to 32 years ago, we decided as a nation to go back to democracy instead of the military dictatorship or rulership. But with how we are behaving as a nation, I always ask the question, is it sustainable? In your heart of hearts, if they should ask you today, are we sure next 10 years to come, 20 years to come, the number of years to come, we're going to sustain this parliamentary democracy? And if we're going to do this, it will depend on the youth. As simple as that. Across the continent of Africa, most nations keep electing old people. The youth keep electing old people to shape the future for them. What an irony. How do we keep electing old people who have no future to shape the future for the youth? So it's important as youth, we take our destiny into our own hands. On the continent of Africa, it's gradually becoming what I call gerontocracy versus democracy. The election of old people to lead us. Old people that some of them, as a matter of fact, just have no future. That either wasted their future or have spent their future. So, as youth as we are, do we elect one of our own to lead us, or we keep electing old people to lead us into a future they don't have? That's the first question I always ask anytime I meet the youth anywhere. But are the youth prepared anyway? Are they ready? Morally, are they ready? With experience, are they ready? Ghanaian youth, are they ready to lead themselves? Are they prepared? Are they ready to sacrifice? So it's important we deliberate on some of these issues as to what we want to do with our democracy. 10 years to come, 20 years to come, 30 years to come, 40 years to come. As a youth, how old will you be in the next 20 years? Add 20 years to your years and see, or your age. How old will you be? Is the youth who are busy on social media, sharing jokes, ready to take their destiny to their own hands? The youth that are not willing to even sacrifice anything, are they ready to take up their future into their own hands? The youth that is so much into entertainment, are they ready to take care of their own future? So it's important we decide what we want to do as a youth. So the question again is leveraging youth engagement for consolidating the principles of parliamentary democracy. What are some of the principles for this parliamentary democracy? 1, separation of powers. For any democracy to thrive or to do well in any part of the world, we must have separation of powers, the 3 arms of government, for each to play its role effectively to sustain any democracy in any part of the world. There should be separation, clear separation of powers. That's why I always recommend that we don't even choose ministers from parliament. Because when ministers become part of the executive, they could not perform their legislative roles well and effectively. So it's important we do clear separation of powers, as is done in advanced countries. Separation of powers. is a principle of democracy we must take seriously. Another principle we should take seriously is a representative democracy. In other words, we should represent our constituents or constituencies. We should send qualified people to represent us. Those who are fit for purpose, those who are qualified, those who are prepared, and not just because we probably love the person or not. You could love someone, send the person to parliament, but could not do the job. So we must have qualified people to represent us in parliament for this democracy to be sustainable. Accountability. We have to hold our leaders accountable. It's one principle we must take seriously as youth. That when we send someone to parliament, for instance, how many times have you spoken to your member of parliament? How many times have they held any town hall meetings to discuss maybe legislations or the bills they pass in parliament? Until maybe 4 years after, before you see them around. Or briefly you meet them at a funeral or at a wedding ceremony. But do they come around to their constituencies and tell us and account to us as to their stewardship in parliament? So these are issues we should be taking seriously as the youth of Ghana. And also, collective responsibility. That as citizens we have a role to play. We don't just depend strictly on the executive or the three arms of government, parliament or the judiciary, to do everything for us. As citizens, we must also be responsible in our own small ways. As my brother has just begun or started with this, the executive director starts with this Youth Impact Parliament. It's a great initiative where at our level, we try as much as we can to start, practicing democratic processes and also the standing orders. It's in the right direction. So collective responsibility. For democracy to thrive, it should be a collective responsibility. I talk about parliamentary sovereignty. The parliamentary sovereignty, which means that it's an arm of government, and it must play its role as a sovereign institution or arm of government. And that's why I mentioned earlier that it's not the right practice or it's not the best practice to choose members of parliament as ministers of state. They become automatic members of the executive, which means their constituencies are denied representation indirectly, invariably, because if a member of parliament is chosen as probably Minister of Agri or Minister of Finance, what happens is that most cases they don't even go to parliament anymore. They are strictly accountable to the executive, the president. So what happens to our MP that we have chosen? So it's not the best practice to choose members of parliament as ministers. That practice must stop somewhere. Because parliament is a sovereign, has its sovereignty, and as an arm of government to play and play their roles effectively. Rule of law. Now, the rule of law is one principle of democracy that we must take seriously in Ghana. Where there is this big man syndrome, there is this big man thing going on in Ghana, that because I'm a member of parliament, I'm immune to the rules and the laws or the constitution of the nation, and that I'm not part of the constitution doesn't affect me anymore. I can choose to do whatever I want to do. No. Because I'm the president, I can decide what I want to do. That is not rule of law. The leaders must be responsible and accountable to their citizens. Rule of law. If a government or executive served as a president, when they are out of office, they must account to the people. As we see in America, that our president, Donald J. Trump, served for 4 years, from 2016 to 2020. And he did some things that are not in accordance with the law in the Constitution of America. So we got to hold this guy responsible. He must go to court and defend himself for criminal charges. And some are still pending and still ongoing. That is what we must be doing in Ghana. That you don't just serve and go away with all the impunity without accountable or accountability to the nation. This practice must stop. And if it takes to also amend the Constitution, we must do that. So the president one time will stand in the demeanor box and account to the people of this nation. Otherwise, it ceases to be rule of law. We might gradually be drifting to what we call the animal kingdom, where the strongest survives. So rule of law, we must watch it closely. Otherwise, our democracy is not going anywhere. Where a president could do anything he wants to do. Member of parliament could do anything he wants to do. A minister of state could just do anything he wants to do without accounting to the citizens. That is not how we sustain parliamentary democracy. To sustain parliamentary democracy, one more time, one of the principles is free and fair elections. We must ensure our elections are free and fair, transparent as much as possible. We don't have electoral commissioners who come changing figures the day they want to announce the leader of this nation as the president. The electoral commissioner must not come changing figures. The election must be as free and fair as it should be. So if citizens have decided to choose someone, the electoral commissioner has a duty to ensure this election is fair and free, devoid of any rigging or stealing or bribing or corruption or any form, in any form. So it's important we ensure free and fair election as one of the fundamental principles of parliamentary democracy. I happen to work in we call it Board of Elections in America, actually. We call it here Electoral Commission. In America, we call it Board of Elections. And I worked at Maryland State Board of Elections as a trainer. I worked there for 3 years. And I was training the election judges as to how to use the instrument. And one of the instruments we use in America is called the e-poll, electronic poll book. We don't use the manual system where they open a book, no. It's an electronic system. You don't even need your voter ID card to vote in America. We have what we call a scanner or scanning machine. It's as tall as this thing here. So once we are voting, it's adding up. It's adding up. So American election could be declared in 5 minutes after the election is closed, because we would have known who won the election. As soon as in 5 minutes we can know, because once you have voted, it's adding up as to who you are voting for. And we just remove what we call the stick. It's like pen drive from the scanner and send it to the Board of Elections. And they tabulate the figures. In 5 minutes, we can know who wins the election. Or we can somehow project because of the scanner. Unlike the manual system we adopt here, and some people will come counting the ballot papers, 1, 2, 3, is a thing of the past in America. It's too crude and it's too manual. That will bring all manner of confusion. So I hope in the future we might use the scanner to tell who wins, and that could speed up the process of declaring who is the winner. We have another one called the ballot marking device in the US. So those people who are not willing to use the ink or the thumb, they can use the ballot marking device. The disabled people, anybody can use it. So it's printed out and you put it in the scanner, and the scanner adds it, or it counts it immediately to ensure free and fair elections. Independent judiciary. The Attorney General must not, I'm of the view that the Attorney General must not be appointed by the President. The Attorney General must go through a process of earning that position. Because as current case is going, there's this case going on now with Atufosin's ambulance case. In most cases, the citizens are losing confidence in the judiciary so fast. Why? Because of some of the pronouncement, the tape, and all manner of text messages from Attorney General. That does not sustain parliamentary democracy. Where the Attorney General is trying to do the bidding of the president, that will not help sustain. There could be an escalation, an explosion any day, any time. And these were some of the things that led to the explosion in those days, the upheavals. Because the people were not accountable and they were not doing the right things. So I feel the judiciary must be independent to declare or to pass judgment, must not be biased. That is the only way we can sustain this democracy. Transparency and accountability, I spoke about that earlier. And then the bicameralism, the bicameral legislation, which of course someone spoke about it. The executive director spoke about this briefly a few minutes ago, that this parliament, you have the bicameral system, right? Yes, where you have House of Commons and House of what? Lords. So in America, we have what we call the Senate and then the House of Reps, House of Representatives, so Congress. Our current system, we are not sure. We are not sure. That's how come, no wonder they are not able to even amend the Constitution. The Constitution for 32 years now has not been amended. And it's gradually becoming almost, I don't know, I don't want to use that word. Maybe the camera is here. Otherwise, I would have to use some word. Our Constitution is one of the worst in the world now. It's not serving its purpose. There are a lot of things in the Constitution that must be amended. For instance, this ex gratia thing. Why should they give ex gratia to say thank you for a parliament of this nature? A parliament or a government that runs down the whole nation, and we are owing more than almost 800 billion from 120 billion, only to go out of parliament and all the MPs to give them 3.6 billion Ghana cedis or 360,000 for saying thank you for running the country into a ditch. That's what, literally they're just saying that for not doing a good job, for doing a bad job for the last 8 years, we want to say thank you. Take 360,000 each. Youth, is that what you want? So the Constitution must be amended. The Constitution must be amended. Otherwise, we pray that one day the youth will not rise up. Because if the youth become wise, I tell you, I'm not sure if we can sustain this parliamentary democracy. So I'm of the view that we should have bicameral system, where at least each region should send a senator. And strictly, we should have a house that amends the Constitution from time to time or comes up with legislation from time to time. Because in most cases, the current system, only the executive will sponsor a bill. The parliament itself is not able to come out with bills as often as. And even if they come out with it and it's debated, the president, the executive could choose not to assign his signature. So gradually, our democracy is becoming something else rather than a democracy. So I'm of the view, because come to think of it, one day, if for some reasons most of the constituencies are not able to send lawyers to parliament to be in the legal committee, or probably they are all defeated, what happens to the Constitution? Who scrutinizes the Constitution? So the current system, we must adopt the US system, or at least the UK system. The bicameral system will help grow our democracy. Why do we have some of these principles to underpin the democracy? 1, for good governance. 2, for accountability. 3, for representation. 4, stability, protection of rights, and efficient decision making. These are some of the reasons we have the principles of the democratic process I mentioned or I discussed earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for attention, but this is what I want to leave with you or take home. The take home is that you cannot sit back and you cannot sit on the fence, especially 2024 election. It's such a crucial, such a crucial election in the history of this country. Because at least I know that about 2 million youth are just walking about aimlessly in town with no jobs. At least that I know. Ladies and gentlemen, at least I know that nurses who graduated 5 years ago, most of them are still at home. At least I know universities churn out at least 150,000 graduates every year, and they are all in town walking about aimlessly. No jobs. That is why this election we can just not sit at home. If you are a youth, you must be concerned. You must tell your colleagues that this election is not like any other election in the history of Ghana, because we are at a turning point as to whether we want to sustain these parliamentary democratic elections or parliamentary democracy or not. Because if anything goes wrong this year, I can assure you, we are not sure, and we cannot tell if we are able to sustain parliamentary democracy in Ghana. Thanks very much for your attention, and looking forward to speaking with you some other time. Thanks very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for the insightful words. This is what you have been saying. You won't get this type of knowledge anywhere. It's only in Youth Impact Parliament. As my brother Honorable Amano said, we are here to learn, unlearn and relearn. And this is one of the benefits of being an MP in Youth Impact Parliament. So, Doctor, I want to thank you again. Honorable members, let's acknowledge our patrons of the movement. We have Mr. Simon Avogan, Honorable Peter Nochukote, Honorable Etornam James Flolu. I've received an indication that he's currently on his way here, so before we close, I hope we receive him. We have Honorable Kofiato as one of our patrons, Honorable Divine Richard Bossen, Honorable Emmanuel Bedra as one of our patrons, and the last patron, who is from India, Mr. Paraj Chandula Tejua. Honorable members, as you are all aware, I'm not an Indian. So when I make mistakes in pronouncing Indian names, please forgive me. The next item on our order paper, I would like to take it while standing. In adherence to the provisions outlined in Order 52, Clause 1 of this Honorable House, which states, the Youth Parliament shall be inaugurated by Mr. Speaker at the first sitting of its first session. I stand before you today to fulfill this constitutional requirement. This moment marks a significant milestone in our journey as we embark on a new session filled with immense opportunities for growth, progress, and impactful deliberations. As we commence this first session, let us embrace the responsibilities entrusted to us and work diligently towards the betterment of the youth, our communities, and our nation as a whole. I encourage each and every one of you to actively participate, contribute your expertise, and engage in constructive discussion that will shape the future we aspire to create. Together, we will make a difference and leave a lasting impact on the lives of young people. As we embark on this exciting journey, let us remember the importance of upholding the principles of democracy, transparency, and accountability. Let us demonstrate respect for one another, foster an inclusive environment, and work towards finding a common ground for the greater good. I have full confidence in the capabilities and commitment of each member present in this House. By working together and leveraging our collective strength, we can achieve remarkable outcomes and pave the way for a brighter future. May this inauguration be the catalyst that propels us towards greatness, and may our efforts bring about positive change in the lives of the youth we serve. Let us stand united in our pursuit of a better tomorrow. Honorable members, with the authority bestowed upon me as the Speaker of this House, I am honored to officially declare the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana, of Youth Impact Movement, duly inaugurated. Honorable members, I want to use this opportunity to acknowledge our sponsors, but I will let Honorable Jones do that on my behalf.
Yay. Honourable members, it's important that I highlight the contribution of our sponsors for transparency's sake, and then for the sponsorship deals we had with them. So, our first sponsor, indirectly, is Kharistar International Academy for staying with us even with all the delay. Doc, thank you. There's so much of respect being done to us that he understood our circumstance. Since 12 o'clock to now, he's still with us. So, Doc, we are grateful. Amenuveve Sodbo Limited sponsored us with 10 bags, is it bags or bottled bags of water? Both of all of them, bags of water. Hey, it's not sachet too. This is packs, yes, thank you. With 10 packs of water, and that is all you are drinking. Yes. For Weasel TV, their sponsorship is that after the program, they would premiere it for us on their channel. Citygate, all the paper printings you are seeing, they are doing it for us at 20% subsidy. Is it subsidies? Discount. Yes. The Cash Multimedia, they printed the backdrop for us, also on a discount. This one, if I talk about it now, fights will happen, but let me still talk about it. Ednia Fast Food Services. Yeah, so we'll debate that matter later. But we had a lot of negotiations, but well, that's the end of it. We'll continue later. Government Technology Center. They have been supporting us with anything to do with material. And then the sewing of robes as well. They are doing it for us as subsidy. At a discount. Yes. The current roles, they only sew the deputy speakers own. Yes, but these ones were sewn by a different person, but they will be the ones to sew the Senate roles as well. Government Technology Center. Perfect Print Enterprise. We have prepared some package for our patrons, and then they have done it for us at a discount. And also to inform you, Honorable Flolu has indicated that he is on his way coming. So we are not really going to, we are going to proceed with our business. If he comes before we close, no problem. But if he doesn't, we'll still hug and go. Yeah, so Perfect Print has supported us with that. Integrity Star Consult. They go through all our documents to ensure that they are good at a free cost. So that's the sponsorship of Integrity Star Consult. Group Hub Studios and Luxboob Reality. They as well, they are content creators and they share our content as well. That's the sponsorship they give us. And then KR Kente Enterprise. They did the logo for us and they'll do it on the Senate rules as well. So that's all the sponsorship, and on behalf of the entire group, I want to thank them for all these discounts, reducing our cost of operation. Thank you. There. Oh, yes, of course. Not to forget, the SRC as well has given us this venue. Yes, and we are grateful to them, HTU SRC. Yes, I think that was all right. Yes, thank you so much. So these are our sponsorship deals, and we are grateful. Yes.
Honorable members, on this note, it will be prudent that the leadership of the House, should escort our guest of honor, because he has been here for long. So on this note, I respectfully call on the first Deputy Speaker to take the chair as for the introduction of youth MPs.
Thank you very much. We move to item 15. Item 15 on the order paper. Self-introduction of youth MPs and parliamentary service members. So you kindly stand up, your name, your constituency, any position you are having. So, but before that, I would like to make a statement about the presentation of the awards. In fact, there's one MP in this house who was not awarded, and I'm really amazed. Seriously. That is Honorable Robert. Yes, so if Honorable Jones is in, yes. It's not yet printed. Okay, thank you very much. Well noted. Okay, believe I got so. All right, well noted. Thank you very much. So that is it. Honorable Kendall. Please, the microphone. Where's the microphone? Yes, that's really serious. Because okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Please. The microphone. Where's the microphone? The microphone. I think I'm not speaking in the microphone, so. Honorable Vixen, just a quick one. Oh, you can talk.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And my name is Vixen Bryce Salom, MP for Hoyo constituency. Mr. Speaker, if I should understand what you are saying clearly, you mean Honorable Robert didn't get certificate? Yes. Is that what you are saying? Okay. Yes. Then it's also an award for you not getting certificate. But
okay, so thank you very much. It's okay, we proceed with the introduction. So we start from the minority side, as we normally do. So minority, kindly start with the introduction. Minority, introduction of. Please give them the. Okay. You heard it. Thank you very much.
Honourable members, we actually printed certificates to recognize members who have done very well. But what happened was that they did a lot of duplicates, and the ones that were supposed to be printed were not printed. Even some that were printed were not printed well. I myself, I was believe that I'm angry. So please, if you felt that you deserve one and you didn't come, maybe this is your opportunity to chip it in. But we actually did for a lot. The ones that were brought were even few. So it will be rectified. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Think I will not take any submission again. Minority. Minority, please, kindly proceed with the introduction. We are far behind time. Order in the house. Okay.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. I've been asked to acknowledge the hardworking ones ahead of their certificate.
Okay.
So let me just kindly do it so that it will be on the record. Okay. Yes. Honestly, Perpetual even did some sacrifices for us. Anytime she's around there, she comes. But her own was not printed. Miss Pepe. Yes, the Pepe hair. Yes, so you get one. Thank you very much. Nelly as well. Nelly has not been well, but anytime she's fine, she comes. Yeah. Yes, so we prepared one for her as well. It wasn't printed.
Yes.
So Nelly, we are grateful and to be worked on, okay? Our only Robert, who wears suits to everywhere, he wants to challenge me.
Yes.
But he can't, because today I'm in green. You deserve one too. We'll work on it, okay? Yes. Yes.
Order in the house. Honorable Vixen.
As well, hello, Honorable
Majority.
Please, I've handed over, I've forgotten. I was using speaker time. Mr. Speaker, our Women Advocate of the Year, the one who always speaks for women, of course you know. They're not praying to your auntie. Mama Kendall, don't worry, you will come.
Yeah, to that.
Yes. Of course. And of course, someone
Honorable
is trying
Robert.
to take after her. The drama that she's bringing, no be easy, cry. You know her, she's in the robe. Advocating for her caucus like something. I hope it will continue. We prepared one for you as well. It will come, okay? Full debater. Aha. Yes. Miss Magdalene as well. Hey. Who else? I hope. Yes, Wafa Samson. The Bugbe. The Bugbe, you know, be so. Today, the marshal, you know, be easy. Oh. Yes, anytime he is present there, he would come. Who is Tama West? Who? Bright Goku? Yes, it's Bright Goku. Yes. His certificate is actually ready, but because he wasn't present, he wasn't acknowledged. Yes, we prepared one for him too. For him, his own was printed. Okay. Yes. Vic, please, I'm not presiding. Mr. Speaker, I think that's the people who are not here, I think we'll just work on their sets and then reward it. So please, all of you are doing well, but these are the people who have done so much during the third parliament. And we'll rectify that and present their own later. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. A year to that. So we proceed with the introduction of MPs. Honorable Robert, do you have something to say? Majority, please allow him to.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Robert Fiaono. Yes, MP for Krachi's constituency and the deputy minority leader of the fourth parliament. Yes, Mr. Speaker, I'm not confused, but the whole issue is that your works must speak for you. Exactly. Yes. In as much as you yourself, you are silent, somebody must advocate or somebody must speak for you. And this has really taught me something here right now. Yes. In fact, without me, in a way, majority caucus, which we all work together. And I myself, I know that I've done really well. And meaning the house has even recognized it again. So I am grateful, and this is to the new MPs, that let your work speak for you, and you will be rewarded accordingly. Thank you very much, Right Honorable.
Thank you very much, Honorable Robert. The only man with a coat. The coat alone. So we proceed with the introduction. We start from the back, so that in that order.
Good evening. My name is Divine Yao Kodaja, MP aspirant for Afadzato South constituency. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Afonyo Jonathan, MP for Savalegu constituency.
Yeah to that.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. I respond to the name Stephen Geto from Wuta region of Ghana, and I'm the youth MP for Ebrin constituency. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. My name is Dosavi Mensa Eric Kwame, Youth MP, Ekropon constituency. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm Godfrey Kolamo Yenuit, representing the good people of Bumburugu constituency. Thank you.
I go by the name Kofianan Kwanza, Youth MP for Akimoda constituency. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Makafi Ati is my name, Youth MP for Nanton constituency, and also the second deputy minority whip.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I go by the name Nyante Imano, a Youth MP for Etiwa East, Youth MP. And also the first deputy minority whip. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Robert Fiaono, MP for the lovely people of Krachi East constituency. And the deputy minority leader of this house. All the time, I have to take time to mention the minority because I'm not used to it. It is not my caucus. It is a caucus that belongs to the minor people, and you know I am a major.
So that they can hear, right?
Yes, they can hear. Okay. Right, Honorable Speaker. I will also say that
majority. Please,
if
he's
you
on
allow
floor.
me to flow, I'm on the floor, please. Right, Honorable Speaker, like you can see, anytime I'm standing, then the majority caucus is shaking. Yes, because
majority. They say you are shaking. Are you sure? Okay.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I will again say that it's not because of anything. No. I am the youngest and the only
the English alone,
the vibrant HTU SRC constitutional officer. I am the coordinator of the Evangelical Presbyterian Students Union. I can continue, but without...
Are you sure?
Oh yes, right, Honorable Speaker. How? Why will you be asking me
no,
that?
because because morning someone made a statement.
Yes, right, Honorable Speaker. I'm very sure. I'm very sure.
Okay.
And then thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and I guess House, for the opportunity. I go by the name Wanda Nicodemus Dzameshie, the Honorable Youth MP for the good people of Anglo constituency. Mr. Speaker, I bring you one greeting from the good people of Anglo constituency. They are doing very well. I must reiterate, if you don't know the history, that has generated Rollins' mother moving to Qatar and made them settle in Qatar. Don't argue with me. But I will reiterate that Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rollins has been produced by the good people of Anglo constituency. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is a massive introduction by the minority. We move to the majority. Okay.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I go by the name Madeleine Ejiako Madelisa, Youth MP for Asante Mampong, and the second Deputy Speaker for the 4th Parliament. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker and the guest house. Mr. Speaker, I respond to Amanona. Yes, that is your name. If my dad calls me, I don't respond to that name, so it's not a border. I represent the good people of Ningo Pampram constituency. And as I stated earlier, that some people disagreed and they were feeling sad because they come from a constituency that no first lady is from there. I don't know, excuse my language, that women are not beautiful for any lady president to pick. I don't know. But in the same light, if you want to become president one day, please be heading towards Ningo because we have been ordained and blessed such that if you marry from Ningo, the probability of you becoming a president is high. For the purposes that probably you may be troubled, that we have houses. Fortunately, the Saglimi project is in the constituency. For land there, we have land. To those of you who have not seen the sea before, the sea is equally there. So when you come, it is going to be a whole new level of experience. To those who buy salt, small, we have a salt mining factory there. So please, we the people of Ningo Pampram, we are grateful. And then they've sent their best, which is me.
In conclusion, honorable member.
So, since they've sent their best, which is me to represent them here, I'm telling you. So if you wish to follow me, I can be there. Transportation is not a problem. We can, if only you are there, you have the legs to walk. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. And let the people of Ningo constituency send their great, as well as Sam George. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A great introduction by the minority. So we move to majority. Majority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker in the House. My name is Kendall Elizabeth Mante, Youth MP for Domiabra Obum constituency.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Innocent America, and I represent the good people of Afadzato South constituency.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Jobolinda Sawonu, aspiring youth MP for Asojaman constituency.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I go by the name Kugbe Benedicta Kekeli, aspiring youth MP for Bunkatamanso.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker in the House. I go by the name Ansa Ado Grace.
Order in the House.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I go by the name Ansa Ado Grace, aspiring youth MP for the Dekotopon constituency.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm Godson Teteji Yao, youth MP for Achiase constituency, NASPA president for Saftong district.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Anochasmeni Kwabna, Youth MP for Adansi Asokwa, and also a former assembly member in Adansi Asokwa. Mr. Speaker, a level 300 student in the Bachelor of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration at Acasdemy University College. Mr. Speaker, I'm a new here and I'm very, very, very excited. So I will perform my duty as a youth MP in my constituency to restore the dignity of this noble parliament. Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I go by the name Charles Yeho, Youth MP for Bunkantamaso constituency.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and the August House for the opportunity granted me. My name is Doche Samson. You can equally call me Sam Doche, because we have Sam Doche. I represent the lovely people of Kwahu Afram Place North. Mr. Speaker, when you come to my constituency, we have a lot of islands. I can mention the Dija Islands, the Dwarf Islands, the Ekpala Island. So in case you want to go on excursion, we have beautiful islands there for excursion. Mr. Speaker, I equally have a lot to say because I am the chief observer here and a caucus owner. I am the chief observer in the third parliament and also a caucus owner.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker, I want to use this opportunity.
In conclusion.
Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, I want to thank the Youth Impact Parliament for the opportunity that they have granted to me for all this work. Today is actually my fifth sitting. My fifth sitting here. I have achieved a lot. If I want to continue to say them one after the other, the night will fall and day will break. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I go by the name Akpabli Manoyao, Youth MP for the good people of Ketunot, and they have sent their regards. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I go by the name Edward Stephen Assi, and I'm an aspirant youth MP for West.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I go by the name Joshua Nanga, representing the good people of Akwetia. I want the House to know that we are well represented because we are coming from the diamond mine. Currently, I'm also the Chief Justice for NASPA. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. I am Elom Kosi Aibo, the Youth MP for Pando constituency. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker and our guest house. My name is Samson Sechwafia, representing the good people of Biakoya constituency. Yes, Oti. One of the constituency in line of providing a female. Yes, so we are having the 40% representation of female in parliament. But then on the ticket of the NDC, I assure you that my constituency will provide another one to add up to the system. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I happen also to be the first deputy majority whip. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Harris Senanu Abude is my name. The Youth MP for Youth MP for Whole Central, Chief Officer of the Youth Impact Movement, Chairperson Special Budget Committee, Special Aid to Honorable Helen Adjo-Antoso, Special Aid to Honorable Kofi Ato, who is the Special Advisor to Speaker of Parliament, Voter Regional Coordinator for Anti-LGBT. Our boss is Lawyer Moses Fuamoni. I think the former Speaker Jones has my CV, so I'll not continue. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The name is Believe. Are you okay? The name is Believe Agoso, MP from Keta constituency, where Ronnie's mother come from. Not Anglo constituency, point of correction. And also the majority whip for the August House. And also the regional manager for J.A. Binding, popular product to produce is by 20. If you need it, contact me. I'll get it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. I respond to the name Bixen Bryce Salom, MP for Hall constituency. Mr. Speaker, I come for the only constituency in Volta region. That is the most commercial capital in Volta region as well. And then the only constituency that have the Bank of Ghana. Do you have some? And also the only constituency that have the most asphaltic road in Volta region. Mr. Speaker.
Minority, please. Minority. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, this for Parliament will not tolerate people without socks in this household.
Proceed.
We will not tolerate. We would. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Minority Leader, please kindly give me the audience to speak. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, I'm Hubert Agbaxode, Youth MP for Akachi North constituency, and then the leader of the House. Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, the only constituency in this Youth Impact Parliament to have its member of what? The 8th Parliament of what? The Republic of Ghana as one of our patron in this house. Mr. Speaker, just to console with my brother, during one of our sitting at the Municipal Assembly, I made a statement about we, the then minority caucus, being acknowledged heavily due to what? Our participation in what? The second parliament, where we had a lot of what? Awards. So it won't be surprising if some of them couldn't get that chance to what? Receive it. And then, just unfortunately, even though you've done your best, unfortunately, what it has manifested on my able brother, I'm sorry. Okay. Look into the fourth parliament, you'll see more. Mr. Speaker, kindly allow me, okay? I work at Ghana Library Authority, where we have a lot of books. We have history books, every educational book that you need to learn and know. So I'll ask some of my members or my colleagues, if they actually want to know the history, they should just go to any of the public libraries, go there, go to where the history column is, and learn some few things where actually Rawlings mother hails from.
Thank you very much,
Mr.
Majority
Speaker,
Leader.
We have a lot to say, but let me end for here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We kindly call on the clerks to also introduce themselves.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I go by the name Nelioforie Champon, the Deputy Clerk, Publicity.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I go by the name Dion Kukwa Finn, Deputy Clerk, Finance.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I go by the name Perpetual Aram, Deputy Clerk, Operations. All right. My surname is Agbo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker in the House. I respond to Mary Tetega, Clerk to Parliament.
Thank you very much for your introduction. Myself, I'm Inaugurateds, the first Deputy Speaker of this August House. And I also want to make a clarion call that I have been nominated for the Youth Parliamentary Member of the Year. As you all know, House celebration is currently ongoing. And coming 6th September, that is when they are going to award the people who have won. So I'm just calling on you as a youth MP to vote for me. One vote is one CD. So at least, if I've gotten two votes from you, because if I win this award, it's going to be an achievement to this Youth Impact Parliament. Yes, that one is the fact. So I'm making a clarion call. I will send my codes on the pages for you to vote for me. So thank you very much. Honorable Amano. Mr. Speaker, to take the chair. Continue. Yeah. Okay, point of order. You have been put to order. Honorable Kendall.
Honorable member, please make it snap here. Honorable Amano, in conclusion. Honorable member. Thank you very much, Honorable Amano. I'm seeing a point of correction from Honorable Honorable Believe. Is that point of correction or follow-up? You are doing like this. This point of correction. Please, let's hear from Honorable Elizabeth. Please, that's the last submission on the subject matter.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker in the House. My name is Kendall Elizabeth Mante, Youth MP for Domi Abra Obom constituency. Mr. Speaker, our Honorable Amano David Na could have made his point without attacking my honorable member from Keta and then Akachi North, because this debate started from his own caucus, where the current majority leader, Honorable Wanda, stated that His Excellency, the former President of the Republic, Rawlings, comes from Anglon. We were only correcting him that it was not Anglon again, but it is Keta, because Angloga and Keta used to be one constituencies before they were separated into Keta and Angloga. So he's not from Angloga, but Keta. So if Honorable Amano wants to correct us, he has to start from his own home. Charity begins at home. Remove the peg from your eye before you start looking into somebody's home. Thank you very much.
Follow up from Honorable Believe.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The name is Believe Agoso, MP for Keta constituency. With Honorable Devinap submission, I didn't say that Rawlings is from Keta. If you listen to me very carefully,
Honorable member, you have been put to order. Well noted, Honorable. Well noted, Honorable.
Thank you,
Please
Right Honorable Speaker. Please, with my submission, I never said Rawlings is from Keta. I said where Rawlings' mother is coming from. And Rawlings' mother is coming from Keta. It is your own minority leader who even made that statement. I did it. So if you want to educate, can you educate your leader? Please, with all due respect, I said where Rawlings' mother is coming from. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, on this subject matter, I don't think we'll be getting headway. So, docket is closed on that subject matter. Honorable members, docket is closed on that subject matter. So, if it's in respect to that subject matter, please, okay. So let's hear from Honorable Elizabeth.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker in the House. My name is Kendall Elizabeth Mante, Youth MP for Domi Abra Obom constituency. Please, if Honorable Amano David Na wants us to stop calling him David, he should write a letter to the House, because officially on all our documents, his D. David is here. And so if he knows that he is exempting it, he should let us know by writing officially that David is no longer part of his name. Until then, it is still David in this house. Thank you very much.
Honorable Amano. Well noted. Well noted, Honorable Member. Honorable Member, is being noted. the table office as honorable member. Honorable member, please resume your seat. Honorable members, let's move to the next item on our order paper. Honorable member, please let's move to the Honorable member, please let's move to the next item on the order paper. Item 14. Yes. Outdooring of leadership of Youth Impact Movement, Youth Impact Foundation, and Youth Impact Parliament. I want to mention the names. The Executive Board of Youth Impact Movement comprises of the Executive Director, which is in the person of Jones Amagasheviglu, Deputy Executive Director, Humanitarian Affairs, Raymond Elikem Agbo, Deputy Executive Director, Parliamentary Affairs, who is in the person of Amano Dina, Administrative Director, Priscilla Efriye Adai, Finance Director, Benedicta Jeke, and two ex-official members. We are in the person of Hawesenanu Abude, who is the chairperson of GYCO, and the chairperson of CYSPO, who is in the person of Jones Amagashiviglu. We have the Executive Committee of the Youth Impact Foundation. We have the Chief Officer as Harriet Senanu Abude, Administrative Officer, who is in the person of Bright Selom Vixen. Financial Officer, Roger Ayaovi. Communication Officer, Deborah Nana Batevia. Operations Officer, Mark Bless Domevenu. We have the leadership of the 4th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament. This office under the Youth Parliament is occupied by non-members of Parliament. We have Adam Usman, myself as the Speaker, Mary Tetega as the Clerk, Perpetual Enram as the Deputy Clerk Operations, Dion Kukua Finn as Deputy Clerk Finance, Nelly Ofore Echampo as Deputy Clerk Operations, Deputy Clerk Publicity, sorry. We have Assistant Clerk Accounts, who is in the person of Uhelmina E.O. Okutu. Assistant Clerk Relations, Ivy Kaki Jagojo. We have Marshal Daniel Kofi Gaku. Deputy Marshal Physical Security, in the person of Richmond Agbalevu. Deputy Marshal Information Security as Isaiah Gorodo. We have the Assistant Clerk Affairs in the person of Gloria Goslav Kluche. Deputy Marshal Emergency Response as Elikem Aboga. Eliklim Aboga. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name well. We have Deputy Marshal VIP Protection in the person of Goswe Ankra. The next office is occupied by youth members of Parliament with their respective caucus. We have the first Deputy Speaker as Enoch Kwame Sodoji, second Deputy Speaker Madeline Ediaku Madlisa, Majority Leader Hubert Agbaxode, Minority Leader Wanda Nicodemus Dzameshie, Deputy Majority Leader Honorable Vixen Bryce-Selom. Deputy Minority Leader, Honorable Robert Fiaonu. Majority Chief Whip, Honorable Believe Agoso. Minority Chief Whip, Honorable Mark Bless Domenevu. First Deputy Majority Whip, we have Honorable Samson Sechofia. We have Honorable Emmanuel Nyante as the first Deputy Minority Whip. Second Deputy Majority Whip in the person of Honorable Bless Agoso. We have Honorable Makafu Ati as the second Deputy Majority Whip. Honorable members, let's move to the next item on the order paper, which is the formation of the Committee on Selection. Honorable Vixen, do you have something to say? Honorable members, let's move to the next item on the order paper, with the formation of the Committee on Selection. Honorable members, there is an emergency item we ought to deal with as soon as possible. In accordance to Order 105 on the Standing Orders of the House, which reads, and I quote, Order 105, Committee on Selection. Clause 1. At the first sitting of the first session of every new parliament, the House shall constitute a committee on selection of 7 members, with the Speaker as chairperson, deputy speakers, majority and minority leader, a member or observer, and the clerk as secretary. The Committee on Selection shall appoint members from the standing and select committees for the new parliament. From the members appointed, would they indicate the chairpersons, ranking members, and secretary for each committee? Honorable members, I respectfully present to you the nominees for the formation of the Committee on Selection in accordance with the standing orders. We have the Speaker of Parliament as a chairperson. We have the first Deputy Speaker, Enokwami Sodoji, as a member. The second Deputy Speaker, Honorable Madeline Idiaku Madlisa, as a member. The Majority Leader, in the person of Hubert Agbaxode, as the Majority Leader, is also a member. We have a member, Wanda Nicodemus Dzameshie, who is the Minority Leader. Another member, in the person of Jones Amegashi, who is MP for Mion. And the last but not the least, Meritetega, who is the clerk, who acts as the secretary for this committee. Honorable members, any comments? Honorable members, in the absence of any comments, please can an honorable member move a motion for the adoption, for the acceptance of this committee? Honorable Vixen. Any seconder? The motion has been moved and duly seconded. All members in favor say aye. Those not in favor say nay. Honorable members, the ayes have it. The motion is carried. Please. So we move to the next item. Honorable Jones, please do us the honor to introduce our guest of honor.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. Honourable members, we have in the house one of our patrons, and during our first anniversary, he came and then he inspired us. Today, we are happy that he's finally here. He has had a long day, and due to that, I want to introduce to the house the District Chief Executive for Afadzato South District Assembly and MPP Parliamentary candidate for Afadzato South, who is also our patron to address us for our 4th inauguration. Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Is that what we say? And what else? And August House. We're also in August. The clerks. Right? Everybody, you're all very important. In fact, I'm happy to be with you again. This is my 2nd time, if I'm correct. The first time was great. That was back there at the, that auditorium. And today we are here at the JCR conference hall. In fact, just listening to the speaker and then hearing my brother say, I move, and somebody second, I know that Ghana will be in safe hands. Ghana will surely be in safe hands. Because we learn by doing. You can read all the books, you can do whatever. You will only be a master when you know how to do. So see you guys and what you are doing today. I'm sure very soon the parliament will be filled with people like us. But you see, today, some of us have had an opportunity to represent the youth at sensitive positions. And we, fortunately or unfortunately, we are going to determine whether more youths would be engaged. Because if we fail, they'll say, the youth, they don't know anything. They can't do anything. So don't give them opportunity. Give the big guys opportunity. So thankfully, I haven't been extremely best. But I think I have done enough to give room for my fellow youth to occupy positions as I am doing. Just 2 days ago, we commissioned a rehabilitated health post at Leklebi Kame. That health post was messed up, dilapidated, the snakes, blah, blah, blah. But we got it renovated with funding from ECOWAS. Aside that, we've brought in several jobs to the good people of Afadzato South. We've done several things in Afadzato South. And today, Afadzato South is on the map of Ghana. And when we are talking about districts with a bit of innovation and growth on a path of growth, Afadzato South would be mentioned. So I haven't embarrassed the youth at all. I haven't embarrassed the youth. And thankfully, aside being a DC, when it comes to all the DCs in the Volta region, I am the youngest, but I lead them. And I think that I haven't done bad at that as well. But all these things, I told you way back that you need to be prepared. Because there are certain things that you will not be taught. You will get there. Like today, my coming, I don't know what to say. Oh, I just held the mic and I'm saying whatever comes to mind. I hope I'm making sense anyway. Because the brain is a bit tired. This period, being a parliamentary candidate, you don't own your time anymore. Your time belongs to the people. So you move from community A, community B, C, D, E, F. But I said that no. I think I've missed one of your sessions, right? I was to be here some time back and I missed it. And I was like, no, maybe this might be my last time engaging you people at my position as DC. Maybe the next time I'll be seeing you, I'll be an MP by then. So I need to come in and engage you people and let you know that we are going to make the youth proud. But we need the support of all of you here. It is not about being part of a party, party A, party B. For me, if you are a youth and you are doing something, I'm all up for it. If you know the party I belong to, I'm sure you all know the party Jones belongs to. If he should call me, I should say, no, I won't come. But it's not about that. I know the quality he possesses, right? And I know that if he receives some support, he will surely do wonders for Ghana. Likewise, seeing all of you here, I know Kendall, I know, yes, and then the man who seconded, he has a tree name. Amankwa, right? Amano, yes. You know. So, we must all work together. Please, the only thing I want to tell you again is don't let these two political parties mislead you. We are all youth. If a fellow youth is doing something in party A, support him. If a fellow youth is doing something in party B, support him or her. These political parties in Ghana, actually, I don't really see the difference in ideologies. Even though one says that, okay, we are property owning, we believe in democracy, we believe in that, we want businesses to flourish. And one party says that, okay, we are social democrats, we believe in the state doing A, B, C, D. But if you really compare, the MPP even looks more like a social democrats party than the other one. So in terms of ideology, we've mixed and juggled all the things up. Every party is doing almost everything. So don't let the two parties separate you guys. You get a point? Let's all come together and build a base. If you get an opportunity, do it well. Do it very well. And if you people want to really make it to Parliament House, it has AC. So your next meetings, you should be holding them at places with ACs, so that you start rehearsing how Parliament feels like. Amen. Amen. In fact, I pledged my support to this, right? I think I did something small way back. Maybe today too, I'll do something small. Yes. And we have to keep growing. You get a point. We have to keep growing. Let's do something for the country Ghana. Let's do something. We are saying the old guys haven't helped us. Is that not it? So obviously, they are not really a good example for us, just using our terms, right? So we need to create a new path for Ghana, right? Which you must be part of. Don't sit on the fence. You must be part of it. Because if you are not part of it, others will build the future of Ghana for you. And you come back and complain, and your children will complain. So, I don't know what else I can tell you that you don't know. You people even know more things than I do. So I will not bore you with so much talks. I only came to tell you people that I'm still with you, and I'll be with you till God decides to take my strength away. I'll always support your cause. See how we can do to support each other. No matter where our paths should cross, if I'm in a capacity to support any of you, I'll do it. Because that is the mandate God has given us to do on earth, to support each other. Maybe we are not doing it that much, but we all need to realize it and work more. Through you, somebody's life might change. Through Amano, somebody's life might change. Through the photographer, somebody's life must change. And avail yourself to be used. You get a point? Avail yourself to be used. If you are never used, you can never use somebody. And you will never learn if you are not used. So avail yourself to be used. And let's build this country, Ghana. It would have been good for me to speak politics a bit, but I will not speak politics. But December 7th gives us an opportunity to build a new Ghana. We have already set the stage. We need to build on. For me, my only worry, not because I belong to the MPP, but I am scared that we would have a country that states that each party deserves 8 years. It is very risky for us. So both parties can enter an agreement and say, okay, 8 years for you, 8 years for me. And it's dangerous for us as a country. Because once the two parties agree that, okay, 8 years, okay, this time we'll let you go, this time let us go, they will benefit, but the country will suffer. And I don't like this whole thing where you failed more than I did. Or, no, the yardstick is too low. It's way too low. So if you hear the opposition speaking, you have failed at that, you have failed at that, you have failed at this. Let's talk about successes. Let's make the conversation about successes. I have done this, I'm building hospitals, I'm building schools, I'm building STEMs, I'm improving this, I'm improving that. Those are the things we should hear, not you have failed. All the political parties accuse each other of stealing money. So when I hear somebody has stolen money, somebody has stolen money, it's neither here nor there. But let's challenge the leaders. And let's break this whole thing that you deserve 8 years. Go, let me come. We will lose out eventually. So all I'm trying to tell you is that that whole 8 years mantra should be thrown away. And it starts from now. So that even in your first 4 years, if you fail, you go home. So that if you do very well, what? Will add up. Ghana missed an opportunity in 2008. The MPP was doing extremely well. In 2008, Ghana was on a very smooth ride. What happened? This whole concept of what? 8 years. Because Rawlings did 8 years, Kufuor and MPP must do 8 years. So what happened? They shifted them away and brought the NDC. They also came and started what? All over again. Today, the MPP is here. They've tried to build a base. If I were alone in this country, I would have said, okay, let me give you another 4 years. The base that you have built, let's see what can actually come out of the base. Before we decide that, okay, go. Bear in mind, if this new government should come, which I pray it doesn't happen, if they should come, what are they also coming to do? They are coming to build another base. Must we always be building bases as a country? Because our development guidelines are not working. So this government comes, is on a trajectory. Another one comes is on a trajectory. If we were to have our developmental goals working, our plans working, NDPC working very well, it doesn't really matter which government is in power. They'll just follow through. But in this case, they are not following the plan. So we risk this whole thing where Ghana will be brought back. So this is not politics, this is development, right? So let's all go out there, explain things to our people, that it goes beyond this 8-year term. And you sit on radio and you failed. Your guinea fowl is here. Is that? Is that how low we want to do politics? No. What do I want to do? Okay, digitalization. This is what I want to do. This is how I want it to be. This is how I want it to be. Then we decide. Not that I failed, you failed. Now the conversation is, even though I failed, you have come to fail more. So go aside. Let me come and fail again. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So let's change it. So I will not bore you. You people are learned people. You know everything in this world than I do. So I will not waste your time so much. I only came to give you moral support and to let you know that despite my busy schedule, I went to so many places. So my area right now, NDC thinks that I know that I'm going to win. So they are matching me boot for boot. And I also want to make the youth proud. So I want to make sure that I win that seat for the youth. So they are not letting me rest at all. So I went to so many places. Immediately we closed. Right from here, I'm going back. I have an engagement at 7 in my district. Right from here, once we are done, I'm going back. I said, no, let me just come and spend some 20 minutes with these wonderful people. Maybe tomorrow, some of you will join me while I'm on my 3rd term in Parliament or 2nd term in Parliament. Some of you will come and join me. So we must be friends, right? We must be friends and stay together. For me, I'll support you no matter the party you belong. I'll support you. I'll give you the support. I'll support you. So I will not bore you so much. I trust that we're on a smooth path. And let's support each other. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. This thing you are doing, at a point you get tired, sponsorship is not coming, and you're asking yourself whether you are doing the right thing. Charlie, God rewards. He's seeing all your sweat. It will come to pass. Right. So even though I don't have much, today I'll give you 1,000 cedis to support your program. To support your program, right? And then next time, go into an AC, because Parliament has AC, right? Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you very much for your moral support. You as our patron, we want to equally update you with our documents. So these are our standing orders and then our brochure for today. And in addition, in 2022, you inspired us to do great, and that was how the group started building its foundations in a better way. In appreciation of that, we want to present to you this citation of honor for your dedication to uplifting young lives, fostering positive change, and as well, your visionary leadership and understanding of youth challenges has supported and then changed our generation. Today, we honor you with this citation as a representation of our acknowledgement of your support to us. On behalf of Youth Impact Movement and its 2 branches, we want to give you this as a representation of our appreciation.
all the citations I've received, though, that's a very nice feel. Wow. Youth Impact Movement. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm humbled by this. I'm humbled. And it's a challenge thrown to me that we must do better because a lot of people are looking up to us, right? So we will not fail, okay? If you realize that I'm doing something which is not right, let me know. We'll make the corrections and we'll move on, right? Wherever I can come in to support you, we'll gladly do it. We'll gladly do it. So thank you, Jones. In fact, you're showing the difference. Yes, you're showing the difference. Yes. Just don't follow your father too much. Come to our side. Yeah? Yeah. You are too smart to belong to that place. Come to our side. Come to our side.
Thank you.
Honorable members, we have gotten to the last item on our order paper. Yay! Honorable members, I want to thank each and every one of you for your presence, support, and contributions to this Parliament. Your participation has made this gathering a resounding success, and we look forward to your continued engagement and collaboration as we strive to make a positive impact in the lives of young people. Honorable members, may God bless you all abundantly. Honorable members, by the power vested in me, by the power vested in me as a Speaker of this Parliament, I hereby adjourn this House to the second sitting. Thank you.